it's Wednesday night. You know what that means? Tell him, Canada Dry.
It means that I put Todd McNasty in that special room where he can't get out.
Good.
He's staying locked up. He's not coming out. Not for a little while. Not till he reads the instructions of life. Because the guy's out of this world.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he is.
But I think we got a show or something about Dynamite After Dark, baby.
Oh, it's time to hit the intro.
We're clear for takeoff.
That's all systems go. We need that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
Yes, you are.
Oh yeah, you are. Corporate overlords have overtaken us. We've gone mainstream, if you will, with our network. Holy cow.
We sold out hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
$9.99.
No. Get this straight. We did not sell out. We bought in, baby.
No,
We bought in.
So, and don't let anybody fool you, okay? Because we may look indie, but we're still WWE. So for $9.99 a month, you can get all our content from the last 30 years. It's amazing. It's awesome. That's what you got to do. Anyways,
The last 30 years, we're only 4 years old.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this.
They
I'll tell
don't
you
know
this.
that Canada Dry.
But I will tell you this.
Yeah.
We are the little train that could.
Oh, yeah.
We're the little engine that could.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are probably the coolest little brand in all the internet.
You know, I got 4 words. Ready? Often imitated, never duplicated.
Nope.
Everyone wants to be AFW.
Yeah. We're a dynasty. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, we got Showtime Shane calling in. Maybe he wants some advice.
You may want some advice.
Are you floating in
boys.
that?
You guys are all looking dapper tonight. How are y'all doing?
Hey, it's all
Oh,
about
well, how are you?
Pretty good. I got a
Hey.
question for you guys, or some advice I need.
You got the icon up, JP?
What better person to actually be in the live chat right now than Tiffany? So I got to ask this question. How is the proper way to address short people? Do you get down on your knees and talk to them at eye level? Do you lean over and look at them like that? Like, what is the proper way to address a short person when you're talking
I
to
love
them?
this question. I love this
I-
question. I
if
adore
you
this
get
question.
paid- If you're an ass and you get down on your knees to address a short person, I'm fucking punching you in your face because it's just
How short is this person to have to do that?
Okay, so as a person who is 5'5", which is considered short for a male, Shane, let me answer for you. You
Okay.
absolutely get down on your knees because then
Okay.
when you do that, I'm able to give you the rising knee strike that you deserve.
I was like, I'm only 5'6", so I'm short as well. So
Wait, am I the tallest guy in the world here?
Wait a minute. How the hell is this half jab taller than you guys? I'm 5'11".
Wait,
Well-
I love this aesthetic size. JP, how tall are you?
5'10" and a half.
You guys are short as fuck.
well, I do believe my mom decided to like smoke and drink a little while she was pregnant with me.
I'm
so-
6
So did mine.
Whoa.
What was that?
I'll screech the brakes here. Like this feels like we need a trauma session for the counselor here.
I didn't
No,
even
there's no
get
trauma here.
I didn't even get
You-
introduced
It is
yet,
what
and
it
I'm
is.
already facing slander.
Yeah. All right. I want
What
to
is
answer.
this?
I want to answer. Showtime Shane here. All right. So what
I
I
gave
would.
him his answer.
What? No, everyone gets to answer.
Tall people don't get to answer this. No.
Exactly. It's only for
I
short
know
people.
because I'm a tall person. Anyways, so what I would do what I would do is I would pick them up. I'd put them at eye level.
Okay.
You better hold me. No. You better hold me like a baby.
I'm picking
Hold
them
me.
up, putting them at
No.
my eye level, and then I'm kissing them on the forehead.
If you're doing that, you better hold me like a baby. Cradle me, damn it.
I'm gonna hold you close, and I'm gonna feed you nerds candy.
I don't like nerds. That is bad. Ugh, nerds
No,
are
I'm
nuts.
gonna feed them to you as I'm holding you.
And what is
No.
GFB going to do? Or what is GFB's answer?
Yes, Jeffy, tell us. How can you beat what my answer is? That's awesome.
Being that I am the CSO, the Chief Shenanigans Officer, what I do is I walk up, I go, oh, hey, it's me, James. And I walk up and then they'll say, oh, hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. And I go, I hear you, but I don't see you. If anybody really gets uptight about it, then you know what? I just blame the marijuana at that point.
And then JFB gets a swift kick in the shin.
I actually worked with a short person on set, and honestly, I mean, I bent down, not to get on eye level, but to also make sure that they understand that I'm taller. And
Okay, so I shouldn't be. So I shouldn't be.
Good evening, gentlemen.
I just got to say, so I shouldn't be lining up an extra point for a field goal for somebody then. So that's what I shouldn't be doing then. To dress a short person. Okay. Thank you very much, boys. You guys all have a great show. Take her easy.
Did everyone answer? Joe answer?
I mean, we'll go now. We might as well just start the show. Hey, kids, don't smoke. Anyway, it's Dynamite After Dark. It's 12/18. We're mere weeks away from, we're a mere week and a half away from Christmas, or week at least. And then
A week today.
Exactly.
And on top of that shenanigans, we got Hanukkah, and we got World's End. The end
You know
of
what? You know what, JP? I have one thing to say.
What?
Every day is Christmas in my heart. Every day.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Every day.
Like imagine every day waking up looking for Christmas presents all over the house and there's nothing there. It's horrible.
That's why I always overbuy, so that way when I hide them and then I don't remember where I hid them, they will miraculously appear like 2-3 years later. Boom!
Actually,
So what you're saying is you're like a squirrel with nuts. You bury them and you forget.
Oh yeah. So
Now-
I'll be like, oh, what was this?
Do you guys ever have this happen to you? I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the summer,
Okay.
and I'm just a dumb 3-year-old kid, right?
Yeah.
And my brothers and sisters woke me up telling me it's Christmas.
Okay.
And I'm like, really? This is awesome. But it wasn't. It was pretty much just, it was horrible.
No, I was the big brother, so I wasn't that rude to my sister. So.
Yeah.
I was the big brother as well, and I never did anything of the sort.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to my hellhole.
I thought you Canadians were supposed to be nice.
I saved up.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
Clearly.
I saved up 3 months.
You see how tortured my life is?
3 months of allowance I saved up. I went and
Canada
bought.
Dry lives in the slums of Canada. That's why.
Slums of Canada.
Oh no, I got you all beat. I convinced my
Beautiful
sister
Vancouver.
for almost 3 days that she was adopted. I went and bought fake adoption papers, used my mom's typewriter, got ahead, filled it out, gave them like, I got proof. I found it in mom and dad's
Oh, you're a dick.
in the attic. And gave them
Y'all know JFB is old. He said typewriter.
I'm an abacus.
Yeah, he got that out afterwards so he could count up how many words there were.
Can I just say this? I don't go to pool halls
Ooh.
that have the scoring thing because I don't understand how it works, and I don't want to seem dumb, although I'm actually pretty good at pool. And so I was like, I'm just, little FYI, little something to learn about the JFB. Doesn't go to pool halls that have the score things hanging above it. because I just see some guy getting ready to take my money. He goes, shh.
I don't even know if pool halls exist anymore.
Oh, they do. There's like 4 or 5 within a good 5-10
They
miles.
usually now contain a laundromat as part of it.
Well, not here.
Most of the ones I know contain a bar.
Oh, no,
with it.
it's a big thing.
Yeah.
You want to play pool while doing your laundry? Come on.
I mean, yeah, both,
You know,
both
you'd make-
require
you'd make a
quarters.
You make a killing.
I'm writing that down.
Maybe even an arcade part of it, right? Just a games room and laundromat.
Yeah.
Anything that you need quarters.
Yeah, double the quarters. Like, hey, what do you want to spend your quarters on? The video game or the laundromat?
Especially if it's gambling ones. Like, what are you feeling lucky or you want to have clean clothes?
or you have like laundry washing machines.
And which one do you want?
Which one do
you
you
have a
want,
washing
little
machine?
boy?
Where you got to pull down the thing to see if it works. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, no,
And these will all be sponsored by Rich's Murder Kits.
Yes. They have a Christmas special. Buy one, get one half off. They come in ladies' colors now as well because we don't want to discriminate.
Okay, so I have to clarify. It's buy one, get one half off, right? It's buy one and you get one that would off half a size person.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So you
I have
get
a
enough for
question.
one
I
regular
have a question.
person and one little person.
I have one question, Lord Reinrich.
So it's really a 2-pack if you think about it.
What is that lube stuff in the murder kit? What is it for?
Lube stuff's not in the murder kit. You have to go ask P. Diddy.
Well, I don't know what it's doing in there.
We bought the whole supply. We were going to include it.
We were looking what it was.
Like
and
I
was
could get
what is the lube?
on any of that stuff. That's premium right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I could
Until
get
they-
cocaine
until-
better than I can get that.
Yeah, until they take his tonnage of lube and they
And
put it
recirculate it back
to the
in the
market.
wild.
Yeah, put it back in the market. Everything comes back.
While we're on the subject, JFB, I noticed that our Kool-Aid tank is a little low.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it still the same goodness? Like, can we still tell
Oh yeah.
that there's no poison in it? Can you still tell?
Yeah. No, there's no poison. Just kidding.
All right, I think we should talk about some wrestling here.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the show. We talk about wrestling every once in a while. So we get Dynamite After Dark. We get AEW's Wednesday Night Dynamite. We're hailing from the capital of the Union. We're talking Washington, D.C.
DC, baby.
Yeah. Get ready because the hilarity is just getting started. I've heard that people trying to get to this place because it's actually not in downtown DC is unbelievably horrible because they're getting ready for the inauguration. So they are
High alert.
I refuse to go to DC on a regular day, let alone a month out from a massive inauguration. Like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I hate driving in DC just because it's like the second worst traffic in the country.
Yeah. It's confusing as hell too.
I've never been to DC.
Ugh.
You're not look, it's cool to go see like the monuments and all that,
Yeah,
but other than that, you ain't missing anything.
I get that.
They were amazing.
Okay, JFB, let's talk about the first thing that comes up. on the show.
Well, first thing that opens is we open with the Death Riders arriving, and we are made aware that they are, in fact, the main event. Then we go to Renee. She's with Orange Cassidy and Jay White. And, of course, Jay White starts talking about basically Paige, basically Moxley, basically this guy, basically that guy, like blah, 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 blah. He's just aiming it in a general direction that everybody will explode. And then Paige comes in and says, by the way, here's how it's going to work. Y'all can monkey around with the other two. The champ is mine. And then he walks off.
Yep.
Darby, we get a quick promo with Darby.
And then a promo from Will.
Yeah, we get the promo from Will. We get the Darby. Do we want to break into that?
I mean, Darby said like 4 words, so not really.
Yeah, I think we can just.
Yeah. Then we see MJF. He's in the house, which leads us to our first match. The first match is Mercedes Moné, your TBS champion, versus Anna Jay. Here's a couple of my notes really quickly. They recap the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong, and then her dancing with Mina Shirakawa, which I thought was really cool. It was fun. It was kind of a good way to cross promote, Anna looked good. Could Anna have looked better? Absolutely. Has she looked better than she did tonight? Absolutely. You can't blame anyone but whoever your dance partner's with. I'm sorry to say, but Mercedes Moné did not look good at all. I thought she looked clunky as all hell. Then she goes for the bite. So I'm assuming between, they will test for rabies, right? They will test Mercedes Moné for rabies.
Really quickly, I have this. You know what I want for Christmas?
What?
I want world peace. World peace.
Yeah.
Let's continue on.
Okay. Thought everybody else was going to say what they want for Christmas, but that's all right. I'm saving all my gifts for Hanukkah. Anyways.
I'm saving mine for Kwanzaa.
That was a nasty bump that Anna Jay took. Like that thing rattled my jaw quite a bit. Canada Dry, first match of the night. Let's talk about it.
I think you're being a little bit of a harsh critic here, JP.
Oh,
you're being a little harsh critic. I enjoyed this match. I liked the interaction. I thought it was a really good match. I didn't quite see it how you saw it, but I just enjoyed it. I think Anna Jay did a great job. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for Anna Jay's ass. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, Lord Ryan Rich.
I rather enjoyed this. I enjoyed this match quite a bit. I thought they had good back and forth. Like it looked everything to Anna Jay, like it all looked believable. I think Mercedes did a good job of selling what Anna Jay gave. I think that gets undersold a lot is how well that Mercedes can sell, which I don't think a lot of the women in AEW they strive in that department. So I kind of noticed that in this match. But it was a good match. I honestly, for a moment leading up to this, was like, is this when they're going to finally give it to Anna Jay? And Mercedes continues on as champ. It was a good match. Good way to start off the show.
Yeah, I would love Anna Jay as the TBS champion. I think it'd be great.
You did see Chris Statlander checking out the match.
Yeah, interesting, right?
But haven't we done that already? Like,
did she do the Bret Hart side view? Was that the Bret Hart side?
It's just like, are we already back to this that we just did that a month and a half ago? Like, yeah. I don't want to see that.
Maybe she's watching Anna Jay.
No, she's definitely she's been cutting promos saying she's coming after the TBS title.
Maybe 50-50 booking. Maybe.
I mean, I guess my question to you, everybody, is what do you do with Anna Jay now? She's lost to the world champ, and then within 2 weeks, she's lost to the TBS champion. What do you do with her now? I think they set her up for nothing but failure.
No, she goes back down and fights her way back up.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, start knocking down the mid-tier competition to work your way back up. I mean, on the men's side, at least Lord knows how many people get title shots all the time for no apparent reason. So I don't see why it can't be any different in the women's. And like there for a while, we were complaining because Taya Valkyrie got a title shot like every 9 days or something between ROH and AEW. So I mean, maybe that's something that Anna Jay goes for. Maybe she goes after Red Velvet and that women's television championship. I mean, that could be pretty cool.
Yep. All right. Joe, your thoughts on the match?
I thought the match was really good. I mean, I got to use your logic against you a little bit there, JFB, because you said you're only as good as your partner. Maybe it was Anna Jay who just wasn't up to stuff. Because like 2 nights ago, Mercedes had what everyone is saying is like the women's match of the year with someone at that New Japan show. So,
Are you just playing devil's advocate?
yeah, why not? But no, I enjoyed the match. I was the same as you, Lord Ryan Rich. There were some points where I thought I was like, they're really going to give the title to Anna Jay, and I would have been completely fine with it.
Oh yeah.
I think it would be fun. But once again, once I saw that Chris was staring at the TV, I was like, oh, nope, there goes that. It's definitely Statlander and Mercedes is the next big
I wish
program.
they'd stop doing those things at those times. Like,
Yeah, I don't like when they do it in the middle of matches. It takes away
Yeah.
from it for me.
yeah.
All I know is you might as well just put a lower third on it says we don't have a really good women's division. Sorry. TK.
They do have a good women's division. They're just not using it right.
Yeah.
They need more.
Because they're
I
not
don't think
building up.
they don't need more people. They just need to book more people.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
honestly,
problem is-
Jamie
yeah.
Hayter should be getting pushed further since she came back. Like, they haven't pushed her the way that they should. You know, you could push Statlander more. You could push Anna Jay more. I don't know where Britt Baker is. I mean, I know she was doing Cobra Kai, but I don't think she's that integral a part to where she's in it all the time.
Nope.
So I don't know if she's got in the timeout closet from Tony Khan, but I just like Thunder Rosa. Who wants to watch her get a title match at World's End or whatever? Like nobody.
But
Hopefully here soon.
the problem with the women's division is you got 3 matches a week, 4 if you include Rampage. And you can't do enough creatively with only that little amount of matches.
Oh, I don't disagree. I'm just saying who they're putting forth in these title matches is boring as compared to who they have and who they could be putting them in.
Hopefully Athena is bound for the AEW women's roster soon.
Yeah.
She's been ROH champion for 2 years. It's time for her to move on.
I predicted her to lose.
So did I.
Yeah, to Billy Starks.
All right, let's move it along, guys.
All right, anyways. FTR is in the house. No, literally, they are actually in a house. I don't know whose house, nor do I care. They basically gave a recap of why they don't like the Death Riders. Then they're calling them out. Mox specifically, which is weird because Mox is not in a tag team at all. Period. So it's going to be, and they said they're going to bring a friend.
Gee, wonder who that friend
Well, they
is.
said they're not coming alone.
Yeah, they're not coming alone.
I'm excited for this. Like, who is? You guys have an idea who it is?
It's Adam Copeland.
Adam Copeland.
Oh yes,
It's in all 3 of theirs hometown. There's no way it's not Adam Copeland.
So,
And
will it be FTR and Adam Copeland versus Mox and?
No, I think it's going to be the trios, and I think it's going to be for the trios championships.
it could be for the trios titles.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
That's what they're
Or
going
if it's not, like if it'd be Mox instead and not the trios title, I'd still think that'd be cool.
Well, I mean, it's a good reason for FTR not to be in the tag title scene right now, which could give more credibility to Private Party.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, legitimately, Hold on a second. Squirrel. Hold on. Go ahead. Carry on.
Carry on my wayward son.
Can we address Matt B's comment at the bottom there? I believe they need another wrestler like Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's never going to be another Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
It's not easy to just replicate what he was. He was a product of the time.
Yeah.
And everything. Like it's impossible to recreate.
How wrestling was trending.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you don't. Sometimes you just catch lightning in a bottle, and you can they've tried to do the same Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior character a billion times, and it's just never the same. Or they always try the character that Moxley plays so well, which is tough guy. I don't care. I think Moxley is one of the best to do that in terms of that. That
I think he's
the way he carries it. You think what?
Yeah, he's absolutely the closest thing to a Stone Cold that we're probably going to get.
Yeah, probably.
And he's not even trying to be Stone Cold. He obviously he's taking inspiration from this movie character. I forget what it's called, but yeah, I think for you to sit there and think it's just so easy to sign another Stone Cold I think it's a pipe dream.
Yeah. What happened next on the show? Does anyone know?
What were we talking about?
We were at.
So we were talking about FTR.
Yes.
Their sit-down interview. Oh God, what was the second? Because up next was the second match, right? Or was there a bunch more speak? It felt like there was a lot of vignettes and speaking parts tonight.
Did they do the New York thing just after this, or that wasn't?
I don't know.
I remember the New York thing. I just don't know where it is. There he is. He's back.
Sorry.
we're trying to figure out what came next.
It's rained here for 3 days, so they have not gone on WALKS for 3 days. So they are
they're withdrawing.
Yeah. Squirrel?
Going stir crazy is what you're saying, huh, JFB?
Yeah. So now my dog Squirrel, the big, gray, stupid one, on occasion. Now
look at it!
Gentlemen.
What's up, Mr. Isaacs?
What's up, Mr.
Right,
Isaacs?
Just figured I would jump on for a segment or two here.
Okay.
All right.
Now this is the sexy talking Southern Jeremy F. and Isaacs.
The gentleman.
Is he Southern?
He's
What's
Southern.
Is he Southern? That's how
I'm
you said it.
Southern. Absolutely, I am.
I'm Southern.
Southern.
Listen,
my
I'm a
friend.
Canadian, so you gotta give me room here.
How far are you from
You
Cincinnati?
gotta give me a room for pronunciation. and shit.
I am about an
Southern.
hour and a half from Cincinnati, from my town, JFB.
Okay. Okay.
I'm actually a little closer to Indiana than I am Tennessee.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're Southern, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Lord Ryan Rich likes to make fun of how I say Southern.
Southern.
Because you're saying Southern and not Southern.
And not Southern.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't say
Like
Southern.
a normal person.
Southern would be like a Southerner would say.
You can't just
I'm
take
a
you can't just
Northerner.
take the L and move on. Now you
I'm
gotta
in
make
the
it a
north,
thing.
so I
That's
speak like a
fine.
Northerner.
That's fine. That's fine. But just know I'm gonna make it a thing then too.
Ooh.
Listen, I'm not about that, okay?
You guys are
I
spicy
know.
this evening. I like it.
Did you guys talk about MJF?
No, let's talk about
No.
it.
We were trying to think of what was coming out.
Yeah, I was going to chime in because nobody knew what the next segment was. And I
He's like,
did.
they need me. They need me.
It's this jackass's fault.
No, listen. Lord Ryan Rich took his medically prescribed vitamins, and so he's not a good source of sequential events right now.
He's become rich from Indianapolis, right?
He's rich. He was enriched in some
I'm
sort of
rich from Indianapolis, and I like to walk the canal, and go Colts.
All right, the MJF.
All right, so MJF basically number one, amazing Hanukkah suit. By the way,
Oh,
JF,
amazing.
I'm Jewish. I have already looked it up. I'm trying to find it, and I'm going to order me one for Hanukkah and Christmas at the same time. It's going to be awesome. Is a great heel. Yeah, he is, Matt. He's one of the greatest heels of all time. Anyways, it says he's not a Scrooge, and then outside of the whole, scan the code and then you can help Adam Cole eat and not look yellow as he looked like this.
Hilarious, bro.
It was great.
For 52 years, I believed in a guy called Santa Claus. And in less than 10 seconds, that son of a bitch just destroyed my life.
Hey,
Oh my God.
believe
Wait,
him, all right? It's
You're
still
telling
real
me-
to me, damn it.
Wait, you still
Real
believe
to
in
me.
Santa Claus? Rich?
What?
Okay, Santa's not real, guys.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
I beg
man.
to differ. Who puts all the Christmas presents under the trees?
Your ass better do it. Your kids are going to be pissed.
There's a crazy rumor that the parents do it. Like they can do it all in one night.
Oh, man.
I'm a fan of Krampus personally.
I mean,
Oh,
Krampus
Krampus
cool
is scary
too.
as hell.
I mean,
Holy shit.
Can I just say, so my wife was watch up to this part of the show with me. She was like, "There's kids in the hall. What are in the out in the crowd? What the fuck is MJF doing?"
I will tell you this. If I ever have kids, no child of mine will believe in Santa Claus.
Wow.
No.
That's a tough call, man.
No.
Dude, Canada Dry's killing all the every
No, I
image
ain't lying to my kid.
Canadians is
I ain't lying to my
gone
kid.
because of
Are you gonna feed him gruel 3 times a day too?
You know what? When he looks
Not
under
really
the
here.
damn Christmas tree, it's going to say from
He-
Dad, okay?
Oh.
Before we vilify Canada Dry and his poor parenting decisions,
He
let's
already
get to the
did so
fact that
himself by opening his mouth.
MJF. Yeah, let's talk MJF. Canada Dry, you go first.
First off, let me say this. Fruit Cat does not believe in Santa Claus.
Okay.
I made sure of that. But this MJF thing, it was so fun. Like that, making fun of Cole.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm sure Cole's laughing his ass off because what do the marks have now?
Yeah.
They have it's like stripping them. How can we make fun of him if he's making fun of himself?
Yep. There you go.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this whole thing. The interaction with Cole on the big screen, and then getting some comeuppance finally on MJF.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Awesome. Mr. Isaacs.
Yeah, I thought this was great. I love the Hanukkah jacket. This show, AEW needs MJF on every show because a lot of times when there's just guys that don't cut promos well, the show can be boring as shit. I mean, it just can. There's only so much vanilla wrestling you can do with spots. So I think they really need MJF. I really miss him when he's gone.
Yeah.
And I thought this was fantastic. The Santa Claus bit, the crowd chanting Santa, they were all in the palm of his hand. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he put up Adam Cole looking like a starving Simpsons character. Like he kind of looked like the one Simpsons character. It's the bully that wears the black shirt with the skull on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kearney.
Whichever one's the skinny one that has the longer hair, that's what he
The
looked
one
like.
who was making out with Mark's babysitter.
Yeah, the one
The
that
shirt
was
was chafing him.
that was
Yeah,
dating the
right.
babies. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It'll hit me once I get off of here. But yeah, I thought this was brilliant. I loved it.
Yeah. That's how I got my girl, my person. I said, hey, my shirt's chafing me.
Yeah, it works. It's a lot that works, right?
It works. Thank God.
Yeah, Todd, that is a Todd McNasty approved move.
Well, no, the good thing is I got shade from my back shaver came in that day and shaved my back. So it was
Oh yeah,
I was
it was
glowing.
chafing. It was
Yeah, it was
chafing.
glowing. Lord Ryan, what's your thoughts on MJF?
The suit is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Like top notch all the way around. He is also great, obviously, on the mic, and I do agree with Mr. Isaacs. You feel a lack of something in the show when he's not there. So it's good to have him on the mic. Just my only gripe is going to be the same gripe that I've had the entire time. I don't understand why this is a thing.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, MJF's entertaining, so that was fun.
Yeah. What do you think,
And
Joe?
the answer to the Simpsons character is Jimbo.
Jimbo, yes. Jimbo.
All right. Go.
Hello.
I mean, apart from what everyone else has already said, my favorite part is MJF queuing up the little sad music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to tell the story. I loved it. Like
That's
my
awesome.
wife was sitting next to me and she was like, I hate this guy. I was like, well, you're supposed to. You're supposed to hate him. He's the bad guy. And my wife was like, you love him, don't you? I was like, yeah.
Of course we do.
I mean, this gimmick and everything he does works so much better when he is live and able to interact with people as opposed to being videotaped and chilling on a freaking chair or a piano in some room somewhere.
Here's the thing. MJF cuts two types of heel promos. The villainous promo, and that's the pre-taped one where he's at a piano, he's getting massage, he's playing it off like he is so much more intelligent and better looking and da 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 da. But when he's in the ring, he cuts a heel promo, a heel wrestling promo. That's
Right.
what's great about MJF.
Totally. So at the end of the show, we do the flower shop.
Yeah.
And tonight, our favorite thing that we're going to talk about, we're going to say, is our favorite Christmas movie.
Okay. Okay, I like it. Favorite Christmas movie. All right.
Word.
So we go to Julia Hart recap, and then we go to Hater. I mean, it was a generic response to her showing up. We get Kenny Omega hype video, and then I think we go into our second match. Oh my God, we finally do. So we wade through the muck and the mire of segment after segment after segment after.
That's rambling on.
Oh my God. We get the patriarchy. We get Hook and Shibata. Here's a couple of my notes really quick. Still don't understand the multiple storylines. Get him out of the main event picture and get him on track with whatever he's going to do to and with Hook. Plain and simple. Get that taken care of. I know he's got a contract, but I don't want to think of Christian right now as a contender. When they waste that opportunity at World's End, then you can make him a contender because you just blew 3 right off the bat. So Nick Wayne is making Hook actually look good, which says a lot about Nick Wayne at 18 versus Hook, who is what? Acts like he's 13, but I think he's like 24, 25. But he acts
Is he
like,
that old? I thought he was like 19 or 20.
I think he's like 23, actually.
yeah, okay, maybe he's 23. I don't know. You know how those sons of wrestlers are. You're never going to get a straight answer from them. I love how the majority of the match seemed to be Nick Wayne versus Hook, Shibata versus Christian. Anyways, we get shenanigans. Christian pulls away with the victory over Hook and Shibata. Canada Dry second match of the night.
I thought Hook looked really good in this match, surprisingly. And I do credit that to Nick Wayne.
Yeah.
The guy he's on a fast track to be one of the best in wrestling. I think Nick Wayne is the shit.
Yeah.
The guy is going to be a champion in a couple of years. He's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed this. Shibata did really good selling and just storytelling with everyone. I thought the storytelling in this was really good.
Okay. Let's go to Mr. Isaacs.
Yeah, I thought this was a really good match too. I do think that Nick Wayne did a fantastic job making Hook look good.
Yeah.
And I cringed a little bit when Hook did that belly to back suplex on Cage outside, but he hit it.
Yeah.
Like I was just having shades of like Big E and Ridge Holland. I was like, oh, please don't.
Yeah.
Let's not do this. But it turned out well. I thought this was a solid match. It was good storytelling. I still want to marry Mother Wayne. And yeah, good match. I liked it. And Nick Wayne is going to be a star. I agree. As long as he stays healthy.
Yeah. Let's talk to the man from Indy.
The match to me was very entertaining. I thought that everyone looked real good in the match. Hook did look good, and part of that's Nick Wayne. I think part of that's just him putting in the work, because I think that he started to look better the last 3 or 4 months. I think he's been like ever since like Taz has went down and he's been trying to find it. I think that his work has been better. So like anything past him retiring the FTW belt, I feel like he's been a step above where he was. So I'm just glad to see him continue to work and to continue to get better, and to show why he deserves to have as much screen time that he does. Because for someone who's very raw, they give this kid a lot of TV screen time.
Too much.
Like, and on top of that, though, like TBS has to be okay with, or like Warner Brothers has to be okay with it. They must see something in it too. Otherwise, I think that they would step in at a certain point, because it's really kind of egregious. Ever since Hook's been here, he's had almost guaranteed TV time if he's around in one fashion or another. But as far as Nick Wayne goes, and to Canada Dry's point, I think that he reminds me of a young Chris Jericho. Like, he can do the high fly stuff and everything else, but he's going to turn in once he fills out a little bit more as he grows into being a man more. Yeah. And he could be that guy who could be an undersized world champion, I think, because he has the agility to go with it. And when he gets in his late 20s, early 30s, he's going to be a monster.
Yeah, I like that Jericho comparison.
Yeah, I agree. Joe.
You know what my number one takeaway from this match is? Let Nick Wayne wrestle more. Before tonight, I don't remember the last time I saw the man have an actual match in AEW.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, let him wrestle. Like, he's like, if he is supposed to be a big star, which obviously he is, because AEW basically signed him at 16 and said, we're going to hold you till you turn 18 when you can legally be on TV.
Yeah.
Fucking use him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if he's the lackey of the paper. Let the man get in the ring and wrestle.
Yeah.
You can't be a star if you just stand outside the ring every night.
Yeah. I agree.
And I really wanted to see what's his face, the other guy. Who's the guy with the silver hair in the group?
Oh, Kip Sabian.
Kip Sabian?
Kip Sabian. I just wanted to see him run away with the contract.
Like it was a big double cross?
Yeah. What if he goes to open it and he sees Kip already signed it and he just takes it and goes and cashes in himself?
What if it's like in Dumb and Dumber when they open the briefcase and it's just a bunch of pieces of paper that say I owe you?
Yeah.
What we got next here?
So what we got? We get to excuse me. We get to the King of New York segment with Chris Jericho, and I gotta say this: the New York Minute ones were funny. This was damn well brilliant. They have him in this world where he feels as if he is a recognized by all as a world heavyweight champion in the sport of professional wrestling. That's his persona right now. And with that, he is cutting some of these amazing promos, but this video package was awesome. I loved it. Canada Dry. Oh, and by the way, the only other thing my other takeaway was the man likes his pretzels without salt. Did not know that.
Is that a Canadian thing?
I'm not that I know of.
Okay.
But Yeah, this was so well produced.
Yeah.
It was visually appealing.
Yeah.
I love the line. I was once known as the king of the world.
Yeah.
Referring to when he had the belt, the unified belt.
Yeah.
I thought this was awesome. Like the colors were visually appealing as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a great job. Mr. Isaacs.
Yeah, I thought this was terrific. I love this segment. I thought it was funny, the visual of him carrying the Ring of Honor world title belt around New York City.
Yeah.
Made me hungry for New York style pizza. You're sitting there eating the big flat slice of pizza.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought this was really good. This is very slick. And this was really, really good marketing tool for the Ring of Honor show Friday night. Bravo to them for this. I thought this was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think this segment is where I'm probably going to leave you, gentlemen. But
Okay.
I did love it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute since we had you on the AFW network. So I wanted to thank you personally for coming and visiting us tonight.
Hey, Mr. Isaacs.
The pleasure as always, gentlemen. I will see
Hold
you
on,
guys
Mr. Isaacs,
shortly.
don't go nowhere. Hold on, Mr. Isaacs.
Yeah.
We have to get together because our podcast is going to start here soon. We need to figure out what we're doing
Yes.
for the football. So
we'll convene about that and we'll get it sorted out.
yeah, we only got a couple of weeks.
Before he goes, we also have our show on Saturday, our Christmas Facebook Q&A, where we're gonna get some cigars and we're gonna drink a little drinky and answer some questions.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right, gentlemen.
See you later.
See you.
Such a nice guy. Such a nice guy.
I'm gonna blow everybody's mind. No one makes pizza better than New York pizza. No one. I love Detroit style, I love Chicago style, love California style, love them all. But they ain't nothing better than a New York slice of pizza.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's very delicious.
Well, what do you guys, just really quickly, Joe, yes or no? Do you agree with GFE?
I've never had a proper New York slice of pizza, but I've had New York style at other places.
So it's
But
not
yes,
quite.
I do like the big slice of flat. Like I agree. I'm not a big. I don't really like deep dish. I could leave it or take it or leave it. And Chicago or like Detroit is okay, but yeah, I think New York style is probably the best.
We got another one, Mr. Isaacs. Also, we wanted to get in that comment because he's down with New Yorkers.
Oh yeah, he is.
What do you say, Lord Rich?
I've never had pizza from New York City, unfortunately, because I've never been there. But any place that's like a Luca pizza or a Sbarro, that's always like a Neapolitan style. That is definitely like up there. The big, huge, thin slices. That's like you get the cheese or you get the pepperoni. Like you don't get anything else. Maybe
Now,
a sausage. Maybe a sausage.
Maybe a sausage.
Maybe a sausage.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you ain't getting nothing else.
Maybe a sausage.
Yeah.
I've never had any. I'd like because I'm way on the West Coast, northern West Coast. So, I've never had anything quite like a New York slice. So, like, I just look at a thin crust pizza and I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
There's a really good Chicago deep dish.
Well, there's
And
like
they've done
tavern
well.
style, which is thinner too, which is very good.
Yeah. But there's a difference between New York style and thin crust. They're two totally different things.
Yeah.
It's all in the water. The same reason why New York bagels are better than anybody else's bagels.
So what you're saying is that your shitty water is making it good.
My water. I'm not from New
I mean,
York.
the shitty New York water is making it good.
Basically, yep.
Bronx water, man. I'm telling you, it's the purest water in the face.
It's got flavor in it. I don't know. Someone MP's putting paprika in there or what?
Oh, it tastes like Joey. You know, Joey, the guy that got clipped. It tastes just like him.
That guy tasted great.
I love you, Joey.
Not Joey.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's go to the Bandito.
Bambino Joey, you know.
Yeah, the Bandito promo video. Then I want to start adding the bumpers that precede the actual ads, the commercials. because they're actually not bad at all. Like, for example, Harley Cameron talking about the 12 days of Shop AEW and then playing the guitar. And then at the end, she's just like, any of my merch.
I love that you get the things going for that.
It was brilliant. It was one of the most brilliant segments that lead into the commercials. So
I will say, as great as this Bandito promo was, and then the Harley Cameron, it was at this point that I said out loud to myself, I was like, there's not enough wrestling on this show for me tonight. Like, it's too many segments, too much talking.
Yep.
I prefer my wrestling.
Yep. I agree.
But let me say this. Harley Cameron is a star. She might not be like the best wrestler yet, but she is a star and she can become a great wrestler.
Yes.
I don't
think she's a bad wrestler at all.
No, I'm not. She's a little green.
Maybe, but everything she does looks pretty crisp.
Yeah.
I just think she just needs a little bit more experience, and then
like I was there live for that street fight that she had with Thunder Rosa. She looked really good.
Yeah. Okay, but that you always got to kind of anyone can look good in a street fight.
I mean, I
saw her at a match at the last Dynamite I was at. She was good. It was a tag match with Saraya.
Yeah, like I'm not shitting on her, but I'm just saying that she's going to be a star when she comes along further in that game.
Yeah, I agree.
She's someone who should be in the TBS title conversation.
Yeah.
I will say, for as much flack as Tony Khan gets for his women's division, in the 5 years they've been around, they have done a great job of developing some women's wrestlers.
I agree.
Starting with Britt Baker, and then you have
Julia Hart,
Sky Blue, now Harley Cameron,
Statlander.
Yeah, like now it's like he's got the foundation. Now he needs those little fine little details is what he needs.
Yeah.
Athena.
Oh, no, I think that could be like Deanna.
Yeah.
She's a good filler in her.
I agree.
All right, where are we heading on this now, Jay?
So we go to the Mariah May promo, and
she was
go from Harley Cameron to Mariah May. It's just like,
bless your soul.
I hope so.
Yeah, God bless it.
You're gonna go Nigel on us. Anybody want to say anything about Mariah May?
Yeah, she was vicious in this promo, sitting there saying like, "I'm not bringing my dad. I don't want him to see the mean side of me.
I don't want him to see what I'm going to do to you."
Yeah,
that was awesome.
I'm gonna beat up your dad too.
She was like, "This failure just run in the family?"
Dude, she's like Mean Girl times 1,000. I would like just pay to have her be mean to me, and that's fine.
Yeah,
that I think you can do that on OnlyFans.
You do a lot of stuff in OnlyFans
or Cameo. I mean,
yeah, that's what I mean. Dirty. Not OnlyFans.
It doesn't have to be dirty.
That's true.
I mean, it can be dirty. I mean, that's fine too.
All right, so we go to Shivani with Ricochet. And everybody starts chanting his music or whatever. But anyways, the Hurt Syndicate come out. They are intimidating as hell. He pulls out the business card. Bobby Lashley grabs him. They beat the living tar out of him. And then push him aside when they tell him that his offer has been revoked. Push aside. They don't want him in because he's a kiss ass. Understandable. He's been kissing ass his entire career. But I think what's happening is the storyline that's happening now with Ricochet is what was supposed to happen with Swerve, and Swerve is just not ready to start wrestling full time again. I think we're going to see this evolve into a situation where Ricochet might beat Swerve, and that will get him into the Hurt Syndicate.
Well, let me just say this. I love Ricochet's character right now.
I do too.
It is so cool being this grimy, sleazy used car salesman.
Yes.
And just like, and someone's just like, what the? He's just a douche canoe.
Yeah.
And I love this character. He's playing the suck up, and then like, I'll call you guys. We'll see. We'll figure it out, guys. I love Ricochet being this slimy character.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Lord Ryan Rich.
I do enjoy the character change because he was just kind of a little directionless.
Yeah.
After like his start with like Osprey and everything and the whole international title.
Yep.
So this is good. It's something different, and it is interesting that the Hurt Syndicate was like, no, we don't want you because you're a kiss ass. I get that. That's cool, but they did say they wanted someone who was like had the skill set of Ricochet. So I'm like, okay. So it just leads me to wonder who else is going to be out there. But it was fun to watch. I didn't expect that to happen like right out the gate, but that was cool. That was cool.
I think it might be Max Caster.
Yeah.
That's who I called from the beginning, but
I think it will be Max Caster. He matches more their attitude.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, I still think this ends up with Ricochet in the Hurt business.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, they ripped up his card, but then during the following match, you have MVP talking about like, yeah, he's a suck up, but we just want to see him kick some ass.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's going to take. I think it's going to be one of those sort of like what BCC was. You bleed with us and we induct you into us type deals.
Yeah.
And let me just say this. I'm loving how badass this Hurt Syndicate is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
I love this.
Well, here's the thing. Because Swerve's not ready to wrestle, that also gives you 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks of Bobby Lashley just running ramshot through the entire roster that is not involved with the Death Rider storyline. Let him just tear through. Just let him do it. But I mean, you don't have to have him wrestle. He looks strong just by taking out Ricochet.
And can we just talk about how Lashley doesn't fit in his suit? The man is so jacked. Like he put buttons up his shirt and just like popping out.
Yeah. Don't mess with that bench press and stuff, man. I'm telling you.
But you also notice that Ricochet's suit isn't as classy as theirs. It's kind of like the checkered, like used car salesman deal. It's just like a Lashley and just like, yeah, one of us is not the same.
Yeah, he's better off just coming in costume. Anyways, let's go to which leads into the third match, Shelton versus Beast Mortos. Here's a couple of my notes. I love the chants of the crowd. I want to say this about the crowd tonight, and because for the foreseeable future, they're not going to run large arenas anymore until it's financially viable for them to do so. They are not going to run in the 19, 20,000 seat arenas. They're going to go to the smaller arenas, and it gives you a different look and a different feel. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I think they're kind of paying a little bit of homage to what made them so cool. They were a renegade promotion. They weren't running MSG. They were running, Hammerstein Ballroom. Like, that's what's cool about AEW. That's what was cool about them when it started. When they got big, that's when it just went to crap. You know what I'm saying? So I like this. I like this feel.
And we got we'll be going back to Jacksonville stadium there.
Daly's place.
Yeah,
Yes,
Daly's place. Yeah,
I think there's in the new year there's gonna be something.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Well, they
Collision.
always go there the New Year, I think.
Yeah, I love the Daily Place shows.
yeah. So
I would
anyways,
love to. I would love to see Collision go to the 2300 arena, the old ECW arena.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways,
It's gonna happen.
overall, it was a fantastic match. I mean, you can say what you want about Beast Mortos. You can't take the gimmick seriously with a Halloween mask on. Like, be more intense with it. Beast Mortos is a badass wrestler. This guy is strong. He is flippy floppy. It's amazing, and he does it with a mask with very small eye holes. And the brother does it every night he wrestles. He does this stuff. It's amazing. So at the end of the match, Garcia gets called out. Then here comes Garcia. Then we get Jay Briscoe, and then they just tear them apart like a bunch of just beasts, like a bunch of monsters. Like they just tore. Hurt Syndicate tore them apart and basically left them as heaps of flesh on the mat. Boom. That was it right there. All right. Let's go. Canada Dry, third match of the night. Talk to me.
I loved how dominant Shelton Benjamin looked in this match.
Yeah, he did.
Mortos, like he did an amazing job selling.
Yeah.
Like, and you could just see that he's a good worker, that he's doing the job properly, taking the beating.
Yeah.
Like, is this a way to get LFI and them going back and forth, maybe?
Possibly.
Because you can't be beating up one of our guys.
Yeah.
We're getting away with that. So maybe this leads to that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I loved how dominant Shelton Benjamin looked.
Awesome.
This led to Garcia coming down, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And overall, he ended up standing over him with the belt.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
Which leads me to believe that Shelton Benjamin is not good. It might be a contender and might make it to World's End in the Continental Classic. But in all honesty, he's not going to win it. The TNT belt is where he's going. He called it. He called the shot. So, anyways, let's go to our next thing. We get a Continental from Collision recap. We get a really decent promo for All In that's coming to Texas. We go in the back, and it's Ricochet with Renee, and she's asking him a question about what happened. And instead of just saying, damn, I got my ass handed to me, that's what happened, he dodges the questions, focuses all about Ospreay. Then he turns around, and there's Swerve, and the crowd just goes. They couldn't turn the volume down on the crowd. That's how loud they were. And that's how over Swerve is. He doesn't need to wrestle. He just shows up randomly and goes, hey, what's up, Trevor? That's right. He called Ricochet by his Christian name.
Did you hear how Ricochet responded to that?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you know Wikipedia.
And then he goes,
say this.
Yeah.
I freaking loved this segment.
Yeah.
Not only did you have the beautiful new character of Ricochet being a slime ball,
Yep.
but then you had the mega power stardom.
Yeah.
That is this charisma machine that is Swerve Strickland.
Yep.
Like,
absolutely.
he just like stands out on the screen. Like,
Yep.
there's just something special about that guy.
That stuff was so great. I loved Prince Nana just cheesing it up to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prince
absolutely.
Nana
Yeah.
didn't even need
Well,
to
because
be there.
because whose house? And then he leaves and goes, Swerve's house. Lord Ryan Rich, your thoughts?
It was just awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, and Swerve didn't even have his gold teeth on or nothing.
Nope.
Yeah.
He just went old regular style and just burned them up. Just burned them on up.
Yeah, he did.
What's interesting is that they seem to be going through Swerve and the potential members.
Well, I just think I think it's funny that anyone who approaches Ricochet, they've always like, we've got a lot of history together. Like everyone, it's like we're gonna go through everyone Ricochet knows first, and then after that, maybe we'll get to some people we don't know.
Yeah.
But it was fun to see them interact, and Swerve, he's like butter on
Yeah.
the mic.
And that's honestly that's what's nice about the Continental Classic is you're gonna get matchups you normally wouldn't see because of storyline. That's it.
yeah.
That's what makes this so great. Joe, your thoughts?
Yeah, this was great. I just want to say, did you guys see the tweet that Ospreay sent out to Ricochet?
No.
So basically, he said, "Look, we have a match on Saturday. I ain't doing with this draw BS.
Talk
if they
about the
call
gentleman's
1 minute,
agreement.
yeah, the gentleman's agreement. If they call us the 1 minute, we both meet in the middle and we just take turns hitting each other with our biggest blows and see who's left standing."
Oh.
Well, now
Yep.
we know how the match ends.
Spoiler!
And you know what? If I could sit there and see them just hitting each other with elbows,
Yeah.
freaking, I'm down for it. Just drop bows on each other and call it
Yeah.
a day.
Let's go to the back. Well, let's not go to the back. Let's go to an undisclosed location with RJ City. Anyways, he's with Tony Storm, who comes in pretending like this is the first time she's ever met him, that this is the second day of her career in AEW.
So excited for her.
Tony Storm is batshit crazy again, and I love it. I love it. I am in for this ride 100,000%. The fact that she is going to have split personalities possibly makes me I
know
get
what the
all
next
excited.
version should be? It should be rubber room, like whatchamacallit jacket.
Straight jacket.
Straight jacket.
Straight
Yeah.
jacket. Just to come to the ring in a straight jacket.
Yeah.
They done do it for her.
Yeah. Or she'll just play it off like this, like I mean, because like the question is like, well, what about being a three-time AEW champion? She's like, oh, I mean, that's so far in the future. Let's talk about the now. Yeah, it was brilliant. Lord Ryan Rich, your thoughts?
I didn't actually get to watch this. I was usually in the restroom.
You need to go watch it. Go find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because for me, this may be the best thing on this show tonight.
Yeah.
You know, Tony's so talented. She could be Grandma Tony Storm and still pull it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's. I wonder if they're going with like the split personalities, or if this is like a PTSD type dementia. Like, there's so many ways they can go with this. I'm curious to see.
The Tony Storm character, timeless Tony Storm, was crazy, anyways.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
but this is delusional.
Okay, I will have to go and check that out then, because I was using the restroom.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. She came in just all giddy. She was walking around like she was like 18 years old, just acting like a first-time person on TV. It was great.
As I have it in my notes, it just says so awesomely awkward is what it was. It was so awesomely awkward. Let's go to the fourth match of the night. We're going to pile match on match because, whoa.
This is what I picked up today.
Yeah. Kaboom!
Yeah, we got the middle finger.
Yeah.
It moves.
That's awesome.
$10 in the thrift store.
$10 in the thrift store. Can't beat thrift stores, man. Anyways, let's go to the fourth match. It's going to be Ospreay. It's going to be Darby Allin for the Continental Classic. Here's a couple of my notes. He came back with frizzy hair. Now, last week he wrestled with straight hair. Today he had his curly, frizzy hair back.
He heard because it trended. Yeah, it trended on X worldwide. On X or Twitter or whatever the hell you want to call it. It trended. He's back. The people spoke. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Frizzy hair's back. Here's the thing about Darby Allin.
What if she's like Drew Barrymore from 51st Dates and thinks every week is her new debut?
Oh my god,
That would be amazing.
That would be so awesome. Oh, Mr. Isaacs. Oh my god, that would be so awesome. Oh my
Or
god.
what
that
if
would be so-
what if she reverts back in that vein? But what if every so many months she reverts back to the persona or character she was before that? So whatever she was before Timeless Tony, and then the next one will be in whatever she was in whatever promotion.
You know what was before Timeless? It was the Outcasts.
Yeah.
Well, not that. I mean, well,
That would be cool to go back
this is
Outcast.
even pre-Outcast. This is pre-Outcast.
Yeah.
So, like, basically, what was she before she was in AEW? Like that, be that character and continue
that was
that
the one
all
she
the way
did.
down until she's like the very first person she ever was. That would be funny to me.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the character she's playing now is the character she had in NXT and in WWE
Oh.
before she
Because
walked.
I just competed in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
Mr. Isaac with the one-liners.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. So let's go to so I love Darby Allin, not because there's always the potential to watch him actually break in half.
Yeah.
I like him because he lives his gimmick. What you see in the ring is what
Live
you
the gimmick. That's the AFW thing.
Yeah, he lives the gimmick for life. And that gets a lot of pop from me. Basically, you know, it was exactly what it was supposed to be. It was a great match with two very different but not super different styles going at it with each other. The reversals that they had were absolutely amazing. The transitions from move to move to move. Darby Allin gets the win. Will Ospreay gets the loss. For the first time in my life, I'm going to have to say it doesn't matter if Ospreay lost because the guy is basically a golden ticket. What bothered me was for the first time, I would love to have seen a draw. I know there couldn't be because of mathematics that are involved to keep potential Darby Allin, who says he has to win this. That's the reason why I picked him in our prediction league. So let's go to Canada Dry. Your thoughts on the fourth match?
This was a really, really good match.
Yeah.
Darby's just the different things like the AJ Styles off the ring post. Off the ring apron.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Like in the cell job after by Ospreay.
Oh yeah.
So good. And then the falling and hitting his back on the ring side of the ring apron. Like Darby is he's a tough son of a bitch, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I really admire the way that he puts himself out there. Like, how long can he do this for, though?
Nobody knows. Lord Ryan Rich.
Yeah, it was an awesome match. Everything that you would want it to be between these two guys. Darby doing the coffin drop on the outside and just like hitting like the curve, not even the flat part, just hitting just right the curve on his spine.
Yeah.
Just sent shivers down my back.
Yep.
And then to see the styles clash on the apron too, or to the outside, that was crazy. I'm not crazy about Darby winning here because I think Ospreay's taken too many L's recently.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that this could potentially be a draw, but I didn't see Darby winning in any capacity, so that was kind of a shock for me. But the match was fantastic.
Yeah,
I just got to remind you guys that a tournament loss is not the same as a regular loss.
correct.
So just like
Okay, I'm still going to take it to task. Good match. Storytelling absolutely sucked in this match because the stories are Will Ospreay wants to win this tournament. He wants to be the international or the International or the Continental Champion.
Continental.
Yes. Darby's whole story is I am only in this tournament to stop Claudio.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be able to beat Will if he's focused on Claudio.
Yep. I agree.
I'm sorry.
Who he faces next.
It's bad storytelling. It is taking everything you've done for the last month and a half and you flushed it down the toilet for shock value. You don't need that. Okay, you can think that. I think it's bad storytelling.
I don't see it.
What do you mean you don't see it? The whole story has been that Darby's whole mission is just to destroy the Death Riders. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't need this win. Darby's fucking Teflon. The man can do it all and nothing. He's just going to bounce back up and keep going. And like Lord Ryan Rich said, freaking Ospreay's taken so many big L's. And I know you say it doesn't matter in a tournament. I think it does. Especially when there's now 4 people with 6 points in the Gold League. There is no clear-cut winner like there is in the Blue League with Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, but Kyle Fletcher is also going to have another guy that he's got to face.
Yes, I get that, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're diminishing the shine that is Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
He just doesn't feel special anymore. He feels like another guy on the roster. And that's not what Will Ospreay should be.
Okay.
Nope.
But you want him to not lose in the whole tournament?
Yeah.
I mean, he could
I
draw.
want him
He
to
doesn't
go.
need
I
he
want
doesn't
him
need
to run.
the same amount as Will Fletcher. That's all
He
he
could
I
draw.
don't care. Dude,
Why are you going to drop him below
he needs
the
to
belt
be
he
built up
previously
as
had?
the guy.
Oh my goodness. you guys are crazy.
That's insane. Why would you give him the Continental belt? Why?
That's the winner of the Continental Classic gets 3 belts.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
the
think they do
3
anymore.
what how
Yeah,
are they more
do that
how are they more significant? Okay,
because
than
it's
the
got
international?
history with it. It's
Anyways,
more
we're running really
prestigious.
long here, guys. We got to get into
Ugh, I totally disagree. Let's go to our main event, Death Riders.
Has everyone
versus-
talked about this stuff? We all got everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Death Riders versus Paige, White, and Orange Cassidy. Here's a couple of my notes. Listen, throat punch is going to beat rock, paper, scissors every single time.
Yes.
Throat punch always wins. Don't mess with throat punch.
I don't know why I always call for it. Got me again.
Hangman gets pissed off because Jay White tagged himself in. He walks off like a petulant child. And then we basically get the tag team match that we were thinking we were going to get, which was Orange Cassidy is Jay White and Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta and Pac.
Part 2.
And all 4 of those guys are cannon fodder, and that's the only thing they're there for, is to take the beating, because Hangman Page is going to be the one that faces Jon Moxley one-on-one after World's End.
Oh, you think? Okay.
Absolutely. I think he's made the claim,
Interesting.
and I don't think there's any reason not to say that. So
You know
I'm
what?
gonna go with it.
I can't wait to hear your opinions and your big predictions for 2025, JFB, on the podcast this Sunday. We are going to be predicting. We're going to be have some bold predictions for 2025.
I got my list of 5. I got my list of 5 ready.
Oh, you got them ready?
Yeah.
I might change some, but I had to. I had some idea. Like I had some ideas in my head when I suggested this topic to you. That's why I suggested it.
I like it. You had some pre-work done. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good idea, and it set us up for the rest of the year.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to so then Hangman Page eventually comes back. Basically, the trios falls. There's tremendous amount of shenanigans, and we're left with a cheap win by Moxley. To be honest with you, I'm not questioning it because I predicted it would go the other way. I'm questioning it because it doesn't really make sense. You have to you're shooting your wad with 3 contenders in one match with the champ. That's potentially 3 months of pay-per-views that you don't have a top contender. And I know eventually it's going to lead to Darby Allin, and that may be the eventual downfall of the Death Riders. I don't know. What I'm saying, though, is that giving John, you have to give the faces, and in this case, two faces and a nutcase, have to give you, the viewer and the potential buyer of the pay-per-view, the slightest glimmer of hope. Because that's what buys pay-per-views. A little hope.
So they have a week left, pretty much, to give us the hope. Because right now they haven't given us any hope.
No, they have not.
So next week, if they're on all on the same page, they have a big meeting.
Yep.
They say we got to get on the same page. We're gonna kick his ass, and then we're just gonna leave him for dead, and then we're gonna pin one of beat the shit out of each other, and then we'll have the champion.
Canada Dry, your thoughts on the match?
I love the Hangman character just leaving and then picking his moment where he can come in and beat the shit out of Moxley. I love that part of the match. That's how they explained he came back. He's like he was waiting for his moment, and I like that. Switchblade is he's continually being built as a star. Like this guy is the guy that's kicking everyone's ass, and he just keeps going.
Yeah.
Like I like what they're doing with Switchblade, and Orange Cassidy, continually that guy who's just the underdog in the whole thing.
Yep, absolutely.
So I loved everything, all the shenanigans, everything. It was a very good ending to the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Lord Ryan Rich.
I thought the match itself was really good. The ending didn't land for me either, JFB. To me, I understand what they're doing. Like you want to show that John Moxley is in all their heads and that but you do this on the go home show. This is what you do right before your pay-per-view because then it looks like Moxley might have an upper hand against the three other foes because now they're so angry with each other, they'll be focusing on each other and not just him.
Yeah.
So to me, this would have been more effective right before the pay-per-view as opposed to tonight. Tonight is the night where you give a glimmer of hope that maybe the baby faces can pull it out.
Yeah.
And then next week is when you pull the curtain out and you say, nope, John Moxley's been working him the whole time.
Yep.
He's in their heads, and it makes him look smarter. It makes him look like the ultimate strategist, like they talked to he was. And it just is better booking, in my opinion. So I like the match. I don't like the ending.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, I thought the match was fun. I enjoyed it, but I thought it was a really weak ending, a roll up from your world champ. And
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I don't like it, especially from your dominant heel champion who's not a chicken shit heel.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't very. It doesn't get my juices.
The other
flowing.
two people are literally a foot and a half away from you.
Yeah,
Like, they're not going to notice.
Yeah.
They're not going to feel the vibration of the ring when you roll them up.
And honestly, like if I didn't know better, if I was just an average person watching AEW for the first time, I would have thought that the pay-per-view was this weekend because they did this scene that we had to me is typical of a go home show. You had the baby faces and Hangman lose, but then you have them all staring everything down and you have your individual shots of everybody. That feels like a go home moment to me.
Okay.
And it's a week early.
All right. We're at the exit. We're getting on the off ramp. We're on our way to the flower shop, brought to you by Adrian Adonis's amazingly super duper awesome store. We can get Adrian Adonis t-shirts where ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis. Tonight, gentlemen, I task you with the following: favorite match, favorite segment, number of bells, and your favorite Christmas movie. Canada Dry, you go first.
All right, so since it's Christmas season, I remind you, nobody better Bob Barker me. It's the Christmas season. Festive. Christmas, giving, loving, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So my favorite match in this on the show is Darby and Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Like, and it's rare to say this, but Darby was the star of that match.
Yeah.
Like the things that Darby was doing with Will Ospreay. Like,
Yep.
And I just think that he did an amazing job in that match. Like selling and all the different things he does.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Darby was the star of that match. My favorite segment. This one's a tough one. It's a toss-up between the New York thing. So I want to give the New York thing an honorable mention. And I'm going with the Swerve and Ricochet vignette backstage, talk backstage. That was cool.
All right. Number of bells.
My favorite movie
Yeah.
is I'm going to go with Scrooged.
Yeah. It's a good one. It's one of my favorites. One of my top fives.
That this brought the whole Scrooge thing into like the modern era.
Yeah. I like it.
I would want to staple these these
Antlers to the mice.
House.
And what's your bell rating?
My bell rating for this show, I really enjoyed it. I'm going with a 4.33.
All right. Lord Ryan Rich.
All right. My favorite match. My favorite match. I think it's got to be Darby and Ospreay as well. It was just too good. I mean, I didn't like the ending, but it was good. So that's my favorite match. My favorite segment. I'm gonna go with Ricochet and Swerve in the back too. It was funny how Swerve was everything was going on back there. My bell rating, the ending soured it a little bit for me, so I'm gonna go with a 4 flat. And favorite Christmas movie, the classic, A Home Alone.
Which one?
Home Alone.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's a good one.
All right. My match of the night is as well Will and Darby. It was just phenomenal. Once again, I hated the ending. For me, I just don't think it was the right ending, but doesn't take away from the match.
No.
My favorite segment is a toss-up, and I'm going to go with Tony Storm. I absolutely loved that. It was great. I'll give my honorable mention to MJF because he had me laughing my ass off. And then my favorite Christmas movie, it's a movie I've seen quite a few times, is what's it called again? Oh yeah, Jingle All the Way. I love that movie. Getting the reindeer drunk, like, and my bell rating is 3.85. Can't give it a 4 when I've complained about 2 match endings.
Okay. JFB's turn. Here we go. Favorite match of the night: Darby Allin taking on Will Ospreay. The right guy won. The right guy won. That's all I'm saying. Will Ospreay needs bigger and better things. Continental Classic, not cool. My favorite segment, Tony Storm. I'm so glad she's back, but I'm also glad that she's back and she's batshit crazier than she was when she left. Bravo to you, Miss Tony Storm, or Mrs. Tony Storm, because she is married. Congratulations. Round of applause right here. Round of applause. Anyways, I'm going to give this 4.32.
Ooh.
I anti-Bob Barkered Canada Dry.
I think you didn't Bob Barker, but you undervalued it. You're not getting that.
Well, he said anti-Bob Barker.
I anti-Bob Barkered you.
He did the reverse Bob Barker.
So
was
Lord Ryan Rich wins because he did the highest bid.
Yeah.
Below
Yeah.
me.
This will this show is going to go down as the show that should have been the go home show, and it was.
Look, Rich won. Look at this guy. He won. Good on you, Rich. He's won a lifetime supply of craft dinner.
Ooh.
Craft dinner, you say?
Craft dinner.
Love craft dinner.
I
So
smell
You know what
craft
craft dinner
dinner.
is, right? You know what craft dinner is, right?
It's like crab, right?
No, craft dinner is craft
macaroni
macaroni
and cheese.
Oh yeah.
But I mean,
So-
it's great. You can do a million things with it. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Oh no, I'll just eat it by the box. It's fine.
And my favorite Christmas.
I know what I got for dinner for the next 22 years.
My favorite Christmas movie, I got two. One is a holiday Christmas movie. The other one is a Christmas adjacent movie. My Christmas adjacent movie, Die Hard, because it is not really a Christmas movie, but that's okay.
So this is your honorable mention. You're giving an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm so glad none of you said A Christmas Story. I hate that movie with a passion.
There you go. My favorite movie is
Christmas Story.
is the one called The Year Without Santa Claus. With Heat Miser and Cold Miser.
Oh, Heat Miser.
Yeah. I used to watch it as a kid with my dad, and it was a great cartoon to watch. I own it. I've watched it a million times. Just
I
makes me
always thought
feel
Heat
warm.
Miser was part of the Rudolph story somehow. I don't know.
Same animators.
Yeah.
Same universe.
Yeah. So what's our overall
They
score?
knew each other.
Our cumulative average is 4.125.
All right.
That's still not too bad.
Too bad. All right. Let's make this quick. All the links are down below. Go clickety clack. Join our stuff. Buy our stuff. Go somewhere. Do something. But
Buy all
make
our
sure. Yeah, buy everything.
One
Give
of
us
each.
money.
Everything.
We want money. Give it to us.
On
Subscribe.
behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of Lord Ryan Rich, on behalf of Commissioner Joe, I am the JFB.
And it's Christmas season. It's holiday season. Whatever you want to call it. You want to call it Ramadan. You want to call it Hanukkah. Whatever you want to call it. We just wanted you to wish you a happy holiday and all the other things. And just remember, if you're feeling down, some people they get upset at this time. Like they don't like it.
Yeah.
So just remember, take things in stride. Remember to be appreciative every day and be thankful every day. And if you can't do that, then reach out to somebody and reach out to us, and we'll help you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and put one foot in front of the other. And remember to put your fist in the air. Say it with me. Put the devil in a sharpshooter and just keep fighting.
Tiger Claw.
Thanks for tuning in.
This isn't Tony
This has been
Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone for the All Fan Wrestling Network.